This video we're going to talk again about Kapwing, and we're gonna finish the Kapwing Studio, which is the main tool that we can find on the website kapwing.com. So this is a lesson which is part of our course in Kapwing that you can find in our YouTube channel together with other English video courses right here in the playlist page at the top. So we will also produce recently a Premiere Pro video course English if you want a more advanced and professional tool to use. But in this video, we're gonna focus on Kapwing. So let's start here with the new content. And again, we explain how to create workspaces and how to work with Kapwing in other videos. So go to YouTube and search for Kapwing in our channel. You will find other video lessons together that go together with this one here. Okay, so in this video, we're gonna complete the tools that we didn't explain in the previous lessons. So we will start here with a blank canvas. And again, we can give a custom size. And I will insert here, for example, the full HD size. Okay, so 1920, 1080. Okay, done. And this is my blank canvas right here. And I can start right away. I want to insert an image first. So I have already uploaded, and I show you in the previous videos how to upload content in your project. And then I will click on the plus icon, and this is my image inside my blank canvas. Okay, now what I can do here, we pretty much see everything that we can do here on the top with this menu. So let's just focus on this part on the right, which are some panels that we can use. So the first time I use an image, it's not gonna give me the animation. It's not gonna give me the timeline. So if I go to timing, I can see here I have 0 seconds. This means that I'm using an image. I'm not using animation. So once I change this, let's say I want to set this to 2 seconds, this is gonna switch from a static image to an animation. And it's gonna give me the timeline basically down here at the bottom. And I can move from 5 seconds to 5 seconds from another 5 seconds using this. I can press play. I can fit to screen the track that I'm using, which is this image that lasts for 2 seconds. And I can use the CTI to move around. I can use the scroll bar at the bottom to move around in the timeline. I can zoom out and zoom in the timeline as well. Okay, so these are all operations that I can do with the timeline. Now, if I click here, convert to image again, this is gonna, let's say, undo the creation of the animation. So it's gonna bring me back to the image. Now, I want to understand that images have their own editing. So if I select an image by clicking on the image, it's gonna have its own editing. And if you use a video, it's gonna have other editing tools. Now we see also a lot of these. We saw how to crop an image. We saw how to, well, also if you want to scale, you can lock the ratio or you can unlock it. So it's gonna kind of also cropping the image. Okay, again, you can use fill if you want to fill everything up. All right, we saw how to create corners, how to zoom in, zoom out, and also how to create an outline to the image, rotation, flipping around. And so we pretty much see anything about this in the graphic design lesson. Now we can also lock this if you don't want to change this anymore. Now, if we go to animate, well, also the adjustment we saw into another video. So let's see only the things that we didn't see yet. So in the animate, we can start again to animate this image. Now, if I set this to flicker, this means that it's gonna do this animation here. So it's changing again from static image to animation. So when I animate, I'm switching to animation mode again. Okay. And now I can use a lot of effects. Well, not a lot. You have more effects when you use Premiere Pro, for example, but to start with, these are good because they will help you understand how similar software or more professional software work. Okay, so you can see this is a fade. Now this means that the image is gonna fade in, and also I can apply this to, let's say, fit to screen. I can apply this to fade out, but now it's not applied. I need to set here. So I can say apply to intro, so it's gonna fade in, and outro is gonna fade out, or both. So it's gonna fade in and then it's gonna fade out. Okay. And okay, let's go back to animate. And also I can do this slowly or fast. I can decide the speed of my animation. Okay. Now this is just one track, and we know we can add a lot of animations and a lot of things here, and we can animate really complex composition, but right now let's stick to the simple things. Okay, and then you have, and again, a timing panel here which lets you play around with the start and the end of the timing. You can set this to the current time. Okay, and that's pretty much it about images. Now let's go to videos, and I'm going to get some videos from Videvo, which is a nice platform where we can get free videos. So I don't want something too big, so let's see here. I want something free. Not everything is free here. So let's see here, explore popular videos, and let's find something nice. Okay, say here it says premium, so this is not for free. This one is free. This one is free. This one is free. Well, let's take this one here. Okay. Now this is nice because it's kind of a slow motion of the rain. So I'm gonna free download this, and there you go. Now it's downloading. Now I also want some other stuff here in Videvo because I want to show you other nice things. So let's search for now here. Let's use the search and search for green screen. Now the green screen is the easiest way that you can use what it's called a mask. So what is a mask? It's kind of the alpha channel in graphic design. So it tells the image where to be and where not to be. So where it has to be visible or invisible. So for example, if I use this image right here, I'm gonna bring this woman working on my foreground. So I can use a video montage this way. So I can change the background. This is used a lot in TV series and movies to create like fake scenarios, fake backgrounds. Also, I can use this other one here. Now this is gonna bring my my video or my image or my composition inside the screen. So you can do both of these things, and these are both interesting. So you can see there are really many things that you can do here. Now let's see, I want to bring my composition in this computer here. Let's see if this is free. So I click here, and no, it's not free. So let's go back. Let's find something for free. Maybe this one. Well, it's not telling me here if it's free or not. Maybe this one here. Nope. Okay. Oh, sorry. This is iStock actually. So I don't want iStock. Why? I want to stay here on Videvo. So let's use this one here. This is free. Okay, so I will download this for free, and there you go. And well, I think this is enough for now. So let's start to bring in the raindrops video. So I will go back and click on the, well, this time I want to use this one here. Now, when you create a new blank canvas, you can give your custom site. When you bring in a ready-made video, is gonna take the information from that video. So the size will be the same of that video. There we go. So this is the video here, and just give it time to upload, and then you can start to check it. So let's press play. Okay. Now, when you have a video, not a simple image, you can do more things here. If you select this and go to the editing, in the edit panel, you can see you can also change the speed. Now, this is 1. And let me close this for now. Okay. So we have more space. Now, when this is set to 1, this is normal speed. But when I increase this is gonna increase the speed. So let's say I want this 4 times faster, and this is gonna also reduce the space occupied here by the truck. So it's gonna decrease also the timing. Now this is 33 seconds, but if I do it in 4 times speed, it's gonna be only 14 seconds. So let's press play, and now you can see this is kind of standard speed. Looks normal right now. Before it looked like a slow motion. Now I can do also the other way around, so I can go to minus, and it's gonna go now a lot slower, and it's gonna take a lot of time here to display everything. So let's press play and let's see. Okay, now it's really slow motion. Now you need to have a lot of frames in your clip if you want to do slow motion. You need to have like 60 or 100 frames per second if you want a nice and clean effect, a nice and clean slow motion effect. Now I can also cut this right here with the split tool, and when I split here, now I can change the timing only for this one in the right, so I can make this going faster. So I can play and go slower, then faster, slow, fast, slow, fast. I can change this many times, and this creates nice effect. So this goes slow and this goes fast. Okay, now we're just experimenting a little bit, and all the other stuff is similar to the image, so we're not gonna get through that again. Now another thing is pretty useful here. Well, I'm gonna show you also these two buttons here, these two tools. But first of all, let's finish this part. So let's get into the animation again. Now, when I have well, let me go back. I can go back by hitting Control Z, Control Z, Control Z. It's gonna take me back to the original state. So I'm continue to type in Control Z, and now I am back in this moment in my history of actions. And also I can use Control Epsilon to go forward. So I can do Control Z, undo, and redo. Control Z, Control Epsilon. Okay. Now what I can do here, it's selecting the clip again, and again I can do the animation that I did in the image before. But if I have also other clips, I can make transitions. So to make a transition here, let me decrease this clip. So I'm gonna do fit to screen, and I want to reduce this to like 13 seconds right there. And again, fit to screen to see it better, and then I can zoom out just a little bit. Okay, I'm gonna add another clip here, for example this one. So I will click on the plus, and this is gonna add it just after the previous clip without leaving any space. Now it's important to not leave any space between, not only for the transitions, but in general it's not good to leave spaces between clips or tracks. Now what we can do here is do the transition. So if I set this apply to transition, say beginning, now this is gonna like scan where it's gonna place the transition, and it's gonna be between this one and the other. Now there is no transition here, but I can use only two types. In other software, for example Premiere Pro, you have a lot of types of animations, a lot of type of transitions. In this one, since this is not a professional tool, but it's a really user-friendly and web tool, we only have 2. So cross dissolve, and we need to wait just a little bit for the effect to kick in. So there you go. It's pretty fast. Now if we scroll down here, we can change this and make it slow so we can see it more clearly. There it is. Okay. And we can also do the cross blur, which is similar, but it will also blur the image. Okay, you can see then you have this transition here. You can do the transition only when you have 2 clips divided, or if you did the split. Now if this one here it's below, that's not gonna have the transition there, so you only have animate. But if you set this down here, well, actually now it's above, it's not below. So if I want to switch, I need to go to edit and go to the backward here and send this to backward. Now the first one is on the top and the second one it's on the bottom, it's below. So if I select the first one and go to animate and say fade again, and let's say only the outro, so the end point, and let's set this to slow. Now again, this is gonna slowly fade out, but since it's fading out, it will reveal what's underneath. There you go. So it's kind of a cross fade again. So you can do this both ways. Now, all you need to do is make sure that you don't leave spaces. Don't do this here. Otherwise, that's gonna be a blank or a black thing here, and it's not nice unless you want it that way. Now this is why the snap is useful. Snap will help you to snap this in order not to have a gap between the two. And also the ripple mode, it's used for a similar reason. So I'm gonna show you here. For example, if I clip this track here, so if I split right here and then I split again right here and I delete this one here, this is gonna leave a gap. And again, this is usually not good unless you want to make an effect to have a white and blank background there for a second, I don't know. But let's go back. So Control Z, and again Control Z, Control Z. There you go. So we have the united track here. Now if I set the ripple mode on and I do the same thing, so I'm gonna split once, then I move and I split twice, and then I select this one here and delete it. Now you can see the gap is filled. The software takes this clip and brings it directly there using kind of a snap. So these two can be really useful when you want to work in a precise way, when you do a lot of cuts, cut and paste and things like that. So pretty useful tools. Okay, so we saw the animate, we saw the transition, and let's get to we also have the timing here. Let's get to the effects, which will be our final part. And this is where we're gonna use the green screen, which is also called chroma key. So let's get the other media. So I will click on the plus icon and get the other media here. And again, this is working both if you want something in the foreground and you want to change the green background into anything you want, or in the example that we are doing right now, so we are changing not the background but the kind of the middle ground here, so the screen in which our composition is gonna appear. Now this is again taking some time, so we just need to wait until this is uploaded. And in the meanwhile, I want to show you this one. This was a GIF, and this is the same logic. So this one here can be like this, like with a transparent background, because it has an alpha channel or a mask. That is something that it's saying, okay, now I just want to see this part and I don't want to see the background. I want to remove the background. This is how this green screen works, more or less. So let me delete this one. Okay, and while this loads, it's taking some time. I want to show you another tool. For example, with this dog here, scared dog. So I press plus, and this is my dog. Okay, now if I place this here, you can see this as a background, but I can try to eliminate that background using these effects. So if I go to effects, I can use chroma key, which usually is green or blue. But if I don't have green or blue, I can say key to color. So I can decide which color to take off, to remove. So if I click here and select this color picker, now I just need, again, I need to wait. I have my clip selected. I'm selecting the color right now. So I want to select this gray color. Okay, you can see it's not doing a really good job. Why? Because gray or white or black, these are really common colors in an image, while pure green or pure blue, these are uncommon. So this is why they are used to remove a background with a green screen. Now you can fix this a little bit. So if I select again and I go back to the effects and see here, the key color is this one here. I can try to adjust the hue threshold a little bit, and you can see this is really um, not good to do this operation, because the subject here is pretty similar to what's in the background. The color, the black and gray are pretty similar. But I can try to use this switch a little bit and see if I can work this out. But if you don't have something that is really different from the background, this is not gonna work. So I'm just wanted to show you this. And now I will show you how easy it is to use the other version of this tool, which is the chroma key with the standard green, pure green, or pure blue. Now it's I think it's uploaded. There it is. But before getting there, I want to show you another tool which is in beta version, which is remove background. Now remove background is gonna again try to remove the background and leave the subject alone. And this is a beta version. It works with kind of let's say artificial intelligence. So it's gonna take some time here to try to figure out how to take off the background and leave the subject there. And you can see it didn't work again. So this is really a nightmare image for him. Now let's try with another one. Let's delete this. Okay. And let's apply the green screen. Okay. So now we have the green screen on the foreground, and let's make this bigger like that. Okay. And now what I want to do is I want to see that C there in the background there, or not in the background actually, but inside the screen. And this is really a piece of cake. It's really easy by using the chroma key. So effects, chroma key, and there you go. It's just, a click away. And you can adjust now the threshold a little bit, but be careful, because if you have some green stuff in the scene, that's also gonna be taken into account when it's gonna create a mask. It's gonna create an alpha channel. So you need to find the correct balance here, because I can still see some green in the hand, but you need to find a compromise with this tool, because it's not a professional tool. So you can do things, interesting things, but not, let's say, at the top of the professionality. Okay. So, but it looks good. So if I press play here, I can check my video in the laptop over there. And again, just make sure there are no green things around. Now I was unfortunate here because I chosen one with the plants. Okay, you can also use the blue, or again you can key color. If you key color, you can make here the table disappear, for example, or anything that has a precise color in the image. Now, before we finish here, I want to remove the background again. I want to try the removing the background. Let's see if it's gonna understand better now. let's say remove background. Now this is also working better when you have high resolution images, clean images. Okay, let's try. So remove the background, and there you go. Yeah, it removed it, but you know, it's still something that needs to be fixed, and this is again a beta version, so probably in the future it's gonna work better and better. But it looks okay, you know, to do something really easy and not professional, of course, but it's starting to do okay. Now this again depends a lot on the video that you select to do this type of operation. Okay, so this will be all for this lesson, and the only thing left here is the audio effect with the fade, but this works exactly as the dissolve that we saw before. So you can set the in point, the out point, or both, and also the speed, and it works in the similar way with the audio. So it's gonna like lower the audio or increase the audio or decrease the audio. Depends if you are coming in, it's gonna increase, or if you are coming out, it's gonna decrease. So pretty simple. Just test it on an audio file. And that's it. You have a lot of tools now to create your composition. We finished all the part concerning the Kapwing Studio, which is this really nice and easy to use tool here for beginners. We are gonna make more video guides about similar tools, but also on Kapwing if we find something interesting. So if you want to subscribe, please subscribe to the channel to stay updated. And if you want to support us, you can click on the join button here. You can also support us if you are interested in these links at the top right or in the about page. We will find links to get rewarded by using these services. And if you don't know what these are, just search for them in our YouTube channel. Just search for anything that you would like to know. And so this is it for this video. Now this is a live on Twitch, so I'm gonna stay here a little bit and answer to some questions, but this is gonna be all for YouTube. So thanks for watching and see you in the next video.